You know it's hard to believe it could shake like that in front of my eyes. Can you tell me what we're looking for a second time?
I am so damn greasy right now. I mean, holy hell. It's been like, I showered yesterday morning, and I didn't this morning because I had to jump up and go to work. And so it's like damn near 2 days since I had a fucking any bit of cleaning in this joint. I just want to shower. But before we can do that, I gotta talk into the microphone and look like a fucking psychopath. Anyway, but yeah, money's tight, dude. I just had my car insurance go up by like $2,700, dude. Now you may be wondering what deadly accident I must have went through to be had my premium go up that much. You know, I must have rammed right into a granny, like I must have ran a red and then rammed a granny who for some reason was also carrying a child, and when I hit her, she miscarried. There must be that must have been what I did to get to this point. I bumped into the back of a guy's car going 2 miles an hour from a stop because it looked like he was turning right on red, and I was following him. Now we already know what this guy's name was, Mr. Abdul. Abdul, you're claiming you're permanently injured for the rest of your life, even though there wasn't even a dent or a ding in your back bumper. But he's claiming that because I hit my head on the window, he's been permanently disabled by me. And you know, going through that, this is like kind of the first time in my life where, and this, I say it like it's significant. It's really not. I'm 22, so, but this is the first time in my life I've had to endure something like this where I'm like, damn, I just lost a big chunk of change because $2,700. That's like basically. That's damn near. That's over a month's pay for me. That's like a month's pay and an extra $300 for doing basically jack shit. Now, yeah, I cocked up. I will be the first to admit I cocked up. But I mean, everybody knows this guy's a bullshitter. He has 4 other cases going right now, and after I bumped the feller, he was literally in his car. I saw him from a side angle doing this on the phone with somebody. Does that look like a guy who just got permanently crippled for life? Anyway. But yeah, losing all losing that amount of money is like, oh, it hurts my very soul. And it kind of sets a fire under my ass and makes me think, oh my gosh, I'm fucked. Like, if anything happens, I'm not going to be able to financially do anything. Oh no, what am I ever going to do? Let's actually do the math here right now. Like, if I were to do, like, for example, it's like, okay, so it's 1, 2, boom, boom, times 2, boom, times 11, boom. It's even worse than that. Shit. Anyway, point being here, all I'm trying to say is I just lost a good chunk of change for the first time in my life, and I was like, damn. And that made me think, well, shit, dude. I mean, I already am never going to be able to own a home or do any of these other basic things that used to be like a no whatever. Like, forget like even renting an apartment. Forget that. I wouldn't have any money to save, you know? And this is not like a unique position. I mean, I'm probably in a slightly worse position than like some guy who's out in the middle of the sticks, all right? Because my town's a shithole that decides to just keep sucking up more and more tax money and yet getting smaller and smaller and less optimized. Like, more and more expensive and yet less businesses, more taxes. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing, Lyle? But anyway, and this ain't a unique position for anybody in my generation, but I guess it was the first moment where I was sitting here and I was like, damn, dude, I could be fucked one day. I could be put into a position where I'm totally boned, you know? And what am I going to do then? And because it's not like this house is paid off. It's not like any other house in my family's paid off. So, I mean, what would I really do? What, am I just going to have to hope that Bitcoin goes to 8 million and I can pay for everything? That's not really a valuable strategy. But I think I then realized at that moment, even though I am not deserving of this of this position at all, and I don't have any way to set my hat on it with any confidence because of the choices I'm making, everything's going to be fine. Nothing is ever given to me that's too great of a challenge that I can't endure. Now, I haven't endured in many cases, but that's just because I was a little bitch and I didn't want to go through of enduring the challenge. But there's no real need to ever worry about money or any other conditions like that because it's all material, and I got far more important things like my very spirit at stake here that I'm currently throwing away. So worrying about money, who's got time for that shit, you know? Who's got time to worry about, oh no, what if we have to sell the lake house? Oh no, what if the taxes are too much? Which, by the way, that's another thing that pissed me off about this whole thing, is just how much the state is just stomping on our necks. You ever notice that? I mean, it's just utterly pathetic how we just let the globalists run over all of our lives and allow us to just basically have to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars just for the luxury of owning our land. And what do we get out of that? You have to wonder. What do we get out of paying property taxes or any of these other countless taxes? What, do we get some amazing police force? No, they're all a bunch of fat bozos. I mean, everybody's protesting ICE right now. What you really should be protesting is just how fucking fat and loserish they are. Like, it's a miracle they're catching as many people as they are. Okay, like that recent case of that guy getting shot, Alex Peretti. Like, that was clearly an incident of basically the cops basically being like, all 6 different guys are climbing on top of this dude, and they already have his gun over here, but because it's a Sig Sauer and it's the shittiest pistol known to man, it goes off. And so because all these guys are a bunch of fat bozos who want to pretend that they're Spec Ops Navy SEALs, they hear the gunshot and go, oh my god! And they mag dump into a guy that's got like 7 brothers on top of him. That's probably not what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm basing it off a video clip, and I think it's just kind of silly anyway to be protesting against it, because it's basically you saying, it'd be like if I went to Osama bin Laden's compound and I was like, who are these soldiers coming to these lands with masks on? We have no idea who these people are, and they're trying to take out one of our citizens of our town? I mean, this is unacceptable. Like, dude, we're just trying to get rid of criminals. But they're actually not criminals. Do they come here legally? Ever think about that one? I don't want to get political. My positions on politics is not really all that important. If you want to know about them, it's basically just that we're ruled by globalists and bankers, okay, that were established back in like late 1800s, early 1900s, okay, global elite, Fabian Milner strategy, Podesta playbook, Rothschild, all these other different buzzwords. Those are the guys who rule over us. And even what we see going on right now, I think it's probably just a ploy. A big old ploy to make us think, oh my gosh, they're getting rid of the mass immigration in America. Yay, we're so back. Meanwhile, we're still getting absolutely bummed up the ass on every other thing known to man when it comes to finances. You know, so yeah, we're kind of boned, and I think America will get blown up and destroyed in a natural disaster because it's what we deserve, and we're the capital of sin in the world. And so we're going to get blown up. And then after that, whoever survives that whole ordeal, they'll rebuild everything, and we'll actually be a good nation again. But until that point, it's not going to be good. But who cares? Because everything's going to pan out just fine.